How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an overview of Ultra OmniNight. For enhancements, I suggest using Full Wizard. First off, this class has two modes that you should be aware of. Offensive, in which you use 4 then 3 to get an effect that increases your damage with each auto attack, and defensive, in which you use 3 while the effect from 4 is not active to get an HOT that gets stronger with each auto attack. So for an offensive rotation, start with 4-3-5-2. And for a defensive rotation, start with 3-2-4-5. Afterwards, use 2, 4, and 5 sparingly as the class doesn't have good mana sustain, but try to keep the effects from those skills active as much as you can. Use 3 when you want to mode switch. Just make sure that you have enough mana to do so and that your effect from 4 isn't active if you want to heal. This class's defensive mode allows it to tank high-hitting bosses with its massive HOT and damage debuff from its 2. It can also use its offensive mode to get a defense buff from its 5, but it's a bit more risky. Though either way, it won't be surviving against super heavy hits. Its offensive mode outputs very high DPS, but not as much when it's in defensive mode, so keep that in mind. Don't bother farming with this class, as it doesn't have the speed or mana sustain for it. In PvP, its offensive mode allows for high damage output while also being able to tank hits. Its accuracy passive and no miss 2 also allow it to deal with dodge classes quite effectively, but it can get outranged and can struggle against other high DPS tank classes. Its defensive mode isn't as reliable in most cases as the HOT starts off weak and it doesn't get a defense buff from its 5. For support, all this class can do is lower enemy damage with its 2. It's definitely more solo focused. Overall, Ultra OmniNight is a tanky DPSer that is a lot of fun to use but is somewhat limited by its mana sustain. It's not the best in the game, but it's still really good, and with it making its return soon, it is very much worth getting. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.